Hello everyone, welcome to Lessons with L. Today's video will be all about reducing fractions. Now we all know a fraction is a part of a whole. So to better understand this, let's get some visuals going. Okay, so we have two circles. Okay, now I know they're a little off, but they're not drawing the scale. Now to represent 1/2 for this circle, simply put a line and shade this area. This will be 1/2. Okay. Now next, we're going to split the 1/2 into 2. This region will still be shaded, but now instead of 2 parts, we have 4 parts. And instead of 1 part shaded, we have 2 parts shaded. So as you can see, both objects are equivalent as far as the shaded regions. So we can go and conclude 1/2 is the same thing as 2/4. Okay, now let's go to another example on how 1/2 and 2/4 are equal. So let's start with 2/4. Now we want to say to ourselves, what is the GCF? The greatest common factor that the numerator and denominator have in common. Okay, so either it'll be greatest, either it'll be largest. The concept is we want the biggest common factor that the numerator and denominator have in common in order to reduce this fraction. So we say to ourselves 2 and 4. Okay, well, let's see. We got we got 2. We got 4. Let's get these factors going. 1 and 2 are the only factors for 2. How about 4? We have 1, 2, and 4. The greatest one they have in common is 2. So we're going to take that GCF, greatest common factor, and we're going to divide both the numerator and denominator by 2. Remember, we're dealing with fractions. Whatever we do to the top, we do the same to the bottom. Take this 2, 2. 2 divided by 2 gives us 1. 4 divided by 2 gives us 2. The same thing as our pies that we had earlier. They're the same. So when we say we want to reduce a fraction, we want to break it down to its lowest form. And as you will see, going on and learning further math, this will be very, very helpful, especially dealing with multiplication and the division of fractions. Okay, let's go for another example. Okay, so this example, let's use 4 over, let's say 10. Okay, let's reduce this. So now we want to go and get the GCF again for the numerator and denominator. So we have 4 and 10. And please feel free. I mean, this is simple math. If you want to do this in your head, by all means. But this is just for demonstration purposes. 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, and 10. Again, we see the GCF, or the greatest common factor, is 2. So we're going to divide both the numerator and denominator by 2. 2, 5. So answer would be 2/5. Now, an easy way to start to reduce a fraction is to identify if the numerator and denominator are both even. If they're both even, you know for sure a factor that they have in common is 2. So you can start from there. Okay, so here will be another example. So we have 8 over 22. That's good. You know what? Let's not do 22. We're going to do 24. Now, let's say, for time's sake, you can't write down all of the factors for 8 and 24 to find the greatest common factor. But we did identify that both of these are even numbers. So let's start with 2. Okay, so we have 8 over 24. Reduce that down to 4 over 12. Well, look, it's still even numbers. We can reduce it even further. Two, 6. Now look, it's still even numbers. We can reduce it further. So let's come down here. Okay, so that's where the buck stops, 1/3. Now, we say, hey, wait. There has to be a number greater than 2 that we can use to reduce this fraction. Well, if you were to write out some of the factors for these numbers, and what we got 3, 8, 12, 24. Oh, I also forgot 4 and 6. But as we see, the greatest one is 8. So we could have just excuse me, my board is moving. I'm moving. Our brains are moving. That's the most important thing. So we had 8 over 24. If we were to use 8, it would have got us right to 1/3. Okay, so remember everyone, when reducing fractions, we want to look for the GCF, the greatest or the largest common factor. We find that greatest common factor. We divide both the numerator number and the denominator by that greatest common factor, and that should get us our answer. Our simply broken down reduced fraction. Thank you for joining this video today. Please remember, subscribe to our channel and look forward to many more videos to come. Thank you. Have a good day.